LeBron has left a bad taste in my mouth all year. It's just I'm really uncomfortable with the way LeBron James has carried himself this year. So LeBron James just passed Michael Jordan on the all-time points list. He has now scored more points in the NBA than Michael Jordan ever did. And it was extremely boring. I didn't care. It's a moment in time in history that I went, it's not interesting. It's not compelling at all. And watching LeBron James this season, he's just struck me as very, very selfish. And it's sad to me because I love LeBron. LeBron has been my favorite player to watch for the last 10 years of my life. I love watching LeBron James. This is the first time in my life watching LeBron James has not been compelling even remotely. Like, I know January every year I go, yeah, it's LeBron. That's what he does. But this year in particular is really, really bad. And it feels like LeBron James took a year off. It's not good. The Lakers are out of the playoffs, and his effort is awful. I understand the Lakers have no chance of winning a championship this year, but LeBron James' effort has not been intriguing at all. It's as if his mindset is, our roster sucks, and it's just me on this team. I'm all alone. I need help. Why would I even try? And I get it. Like, in some ways, he is the only superstar player on that team. But I really, really believed when LeBron James chose LA, my impression was LeBron James was going to go to the Lakers and start building something. Lay a foundation and build on it. Change the culture and build something awesome. And that's not what he's done. That's not the LeBron James we've seen this year. Like, if you want to bring in free agents, if LeBron James wants to bring in free agents to the Lakers, he's got to sell it that it's a good idea, that it's something you want to do. And I know the past speaks for itself, but right now, LeBron James' actions are not compelling and not the kind of person I want to go play with. It's bad. It's not good. I don't know, man. It's very, very concerning to me. I mean, LeBron James literally said, I have nothing to prove. And you do. You always have something to prove. The minute you're not hungry and don't want to keep going, you should just stop, retire, and leave. Walk away. It's like LeBron James is going through the motions. It's very uncomfortable. A buddy of mine, Nathan Hawthorne, he's been on the podcast before. He helped with the DK Metcalf topic earlier in the week. He sent me a list of 6 things that LeBron James is doing that makes it look like LeBron James isn't giving a maximum effort. These are 6 things that Nathan Hawthorne sent me in a list that bothered him about LeBron James. The first one is this: his demeanor on the court. LeBron James doesn't look like a winner. He doesn't look like a competitor, and he does not carry himself like a champion. And then LeBron James' defensive effort this year has been awful. It's always pretty bad, especially in the last couple of years. But this year in particular, LeBron James does not look like a guy who's fighting to make the playoffs. I know, look, you got to conserve energy. There's only so much time in a day. I took a nap today. I understand. You only have so much energy, but the way LeBron James is playing defense is especially awful this year. I think there was an example of a guy like boxing him out for a rebound on his own team. Like, his own 23-year-old teammate was boxing him out and trying to get a rebound because LeBron James is in the way, not giving effort. And then if you watch LeBron James interviews this year, he's just shallow and fake and very insincere. It's not a good look. It doesn't seem like the LeBron James I know and have fallen in love with and enjoy watching play basketball. And then to make it even worse, he's talking about stuff he's filming. He's talking about Space Jam 2 and stuff he's producing. Dude, your team isn't in the playoffs. That should be your focus. It's a bad look. I know you're LeBron James, but it's a really, really bad look to be talking about other stuff. If my team, look, I'm playing college football. If I was suddenly talking about all this other stuff I'm going to do and not paying any attention during the season, that's a really, really bad look. And it's a bad example for your teammates. It's awful. Not to mention, LeBron James tried to trade away like his entire team to get Anthony Davis. And then when he didn't get his way, it felt like he's just been pouting this whole year. It's awful. And don't get me started. The last thing I want to talk about is the wine glass in pregame. I understand. You're LeBron James. You can get away with whatever you want. But the wine glass in pregame warmups, like walking into the building with a wine glass, it's just not a good look. You can do that if you're on top. If you're the number one guy, you're the best team in the NBA, do whatever in the world you want. But it is a bad look for a guy on a bad team not making the playoffs to be so casually nonchalant, not carrying himself in a professional way. I understand he's LeBron James. I know LeBron James has earned the right to get away with basically whatever he wants. But it's still very disappointing to me. I watch LeBron and I go, oh man, that is so disappointing. I mean, I thought LeBron James was better than that. I thought he was a better leader and a better champion and a better competitor than what we're seeing this year from LeBron James on the Lakers. His actions speak far louder than words. I think the best way to be a leader is to lead by example. Sometimes you got to call guys out. But again, sometimes you don't feel like the man. I have days where I feel fat, I feel ugly, I feel gross, but I can always do the right thing and set a standard with my actions. And LeBron James' actions are not setting a good example for the Lakers this year. He's not building a good culture. He's not making it clear to free agents that it's a place you want to be. I am very, very disappointed in LeBron James' actions. Again, he's LeBron. And if you want to criticize this take, you can say, well, LeBron James can get away with anything. He's the greatest, and when you're the best, you can do whatever you want. And you can. You can do whatever you want. He's free to do it. But it doesn't mean he's not losing my respect every single time his actions are not a good example of building a good culture with the LA Lakers. I am very disappointed in LeBron James this season. It's not the player I fell in love with, and it's really not enjoyable to watch. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It is my favorite thing in the entire world. And I want to ask for your help. I want this show to grow. I want more people to watch and more people to listen to this podcast. My dream is to do this show as my full-time job. I want to own it myself. I want to do it on the internet and have complete control. I don't want to do it for CBS or ESPN. I don't want to work for a big network. I want to own it myself. And if you believe in that dream, please do me a huge favor. Help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast. Share it on Facebook, share a link on Twitter, maybe you screenshot it, put it on Instagram. I don't have a marketing strategy beyond this. This is all I have. You know, a lot of people, one of the most common comments I get on YouTube is, you have great content. We love your stuff. You deserve more viewers. What you should do is you should buy ad spaces on Facebook or Twitter or promote yourself and buy ads. I have no money. I am a broke college kid. I can't buy ad spaces. I don't have money to pay for books. And so my plan, this is my marketing plan, this is my strategy. All I plan to do is put every ounce of effort I have into making the very best podcast I can. I believe if I make a great product that people believe in, that people like, then they will share it with their friends. And so if you agree with that, if you believe in the show, if you like what I do, please do me a huge favor. Tell your friends about it. Help me grow by telling your friends about this podcast.